Good day and hello everyone. My name is Daniel Payangdo and I would like to talk about planning an oral presentation. We can't deny the fact that students or any other individuals, especially beginners, are being hardened and making or creating or planning their oral presentation. That's why in this simple video, I would like to share just a simple tips in making or planning an oral presentation. In planning an oral presentation, there are things that you must have to consider. First thing is considering your audience, your purpose, and the methods of delivery. In considering your audience, you have to know their language, ethnicity, religion, status or professions in life, and also you have to consider the jobs or works. Same through with the purpose. You have to know if you're going to persuade, to inform, to educate, or to impress, or any other more. Same also with the use of the methods of delivery. You can use any informal or formal media presentation. You can use photos, photographs, images, video clips, and also you can use a live or taped interviews. Next thing to consider is preparing your content. Preparing a material for an oral presentation is much more like preparing for a written report. You have to consider researching and organizing your text.
So first, you have to research and organize the text. Under this researching and organizing the text, you must have to begin by gathering and organizing information on your topic. So you must have to make a research plan. Make a list of questions about your topic and write down ideas about where to begin looking for the answers. After that, you may also have to gather information that, of course, you may use as many resources as you can. You can use books, newspapers, reference works, internet sites, interviews, and of course, personal observation. So after gathering information, you must organize your material. You group together information about similar topics and create an outline of the other in which to present it.
Second thing to consider in preparing content is incorporating audiovisual aids. To make the most of the audiovisual materials in an oral presentation, you must have to identify the information that can be best presented through the media and the best medium to present it. Here are some examples: audio tapes, actual objects, charts and graphs, maps, illustrations and photographs, slides and overhead transparencies, videotapes, software presentations, graphics programs, and simulations. All the visual aids can add interest into your oral presentation. Remember that you must have also to explain this. There are some audiovisual aids that requires explanation, so you must have to integrate this into your delivery. One more thing to consider is make sure that the visual aids you use is large enough to be seen clearly at the back. Another thing to remember, you have to check the sound equipment before starting your oral presentation to make sure that this is working. The third step in planning an oral presentation is methods of presentation. There are several methods of presentation that you can use. There are several methods of presentation which will always be depending on your purpose, the topic, the personal style, and of course, your audience. You can choose from the impromptu, extemporaneous, manuscript, and memorized.
So here are some delivery presentation samples. Manuscript. It is said that manuscript is reading word per word from a prepared script. This is effective in an official addresses, award acceptance, speeches. Other method is memorized. It is delivered word for word from memory with occasional glances at the script. For effective uses of this is in short political speeches or introductions of speakers. Another method here is extemporaneous, which is prepared beforehand but presented in a conversational manner with reference to notes or an outline. Effective use for this is in a classroom instruction and businesses presentations. Last but not the least, it is an impromptu method. It is delivered knowledgeably but without preparation. So it is effective use in training sessions and question and answer forums.
For the fourth steps in planning an oral presentation is practice your delivery. You don't have to be an actor to make dramatic techniques just to hold your audience. You can use verbal and non-verbal elements to hold on to your audience and to make your oral presentations memorable. Talking about verbal elements, you have to consider first articulation, tone and pitch, volume, pace, and emphasis. When we say articulation, you have to pronounce the words clearly and distinctly, especially those your audience might not know. When we say volume, speak loudly enough to be heard but don't shout. Talking about tone and pitch, use a tone and pitch that convey the appropriate attitude and emotions about your topic. Talking about pace, speak slowly for your audience to understand you, but not too slowly that you can put them to sleep. And when we say emphasis, you can change the volume, the tone, the pitch, and the pace of your speech to emphasize important words or concepts. Because well placed pauses can also lend emphasis and variety. Talking about nonverbal elements, eye contact and posture can establish or create a close connection from the audience to the speaker. Also, using your hand gesture, you can draw your audience into your topic. Last thing to consider in planning an oral presentation is easing nervousness and tensions. In some ways, there are suggestions about this. First is you have to arrive as early as you can into the presentation area. It is to check the room, the place to be familiarized with, and also you have to check the equipment if it is working. Something they say is you have to practice a line or two to ease and to fight tension and nervousness. I know that no one is perfect, and they say practice makes perfect, but it is not. Being who you are and having confidence enough and doing a great job and believing in yourself is one way to fight and be a best or a better oral presenter. That's all for today, and Thank you for watching.